What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
You know, with all the negativity surrounding the game key cards on the Nintendo Switch 2, it's kind of baffling to me that it would literally take one statement, just one statement from Nintendo to turn this whole situation around. And for whatever reason, Nintendo has yet to do this. Now, if you agree with what I'm saying in this video, do me a favor and send this video to Nintendo's socials so that they can see that they definitely need to address this issue. And it's a very simple issue to address. So while there are people out there that will never, or claim that they will never, ever, 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 ever buy a game key, the large majority of people that have issues with game keys are because of one specific thing. And that's the fact that because these game keys rely on you to download the game, people are weary of buying these game key games because they do not know when Nintendo will stop allowing you to re-download these games. And that is the major issue here. And it's crazy to me that after all of this negativity around game keys, that Nintendo has not thought to address this. All that they have to do, all that they have to really say to fix the majority of the negativity around game keys is simply give a guaranteed time for how long you will have access to downloading these game keys. If I worked for Nintendo, I would have been announced that, we know you guys, some of the customers are not happy with our game key solution, but rest assured, you will be able to re-download and download these game key games for your library as long as Nintendo is around, or up to for the next 50 years or something crazy like that. Something so long that it's not even a question of if you should worry about downloading these games and buying these game keys. If Nintendo were to offer today and guarantee, hey, those game key games, those third-party game key games on the Switch 2, you will have access to downloading those games. You will have access to your game keys forever. Or as long as Nintendo is around, you will be able to download your game keys. I guarantee you, if they made that statement and they made that guarantee, the negativity, most of the negativity around game keys would dramatically shift. Because that is, at the base, the main reasons for the negativity around the game keys. People are worried that they might lose access to these games in the future. But if Nintendo comes out and guarantees that that will never happen, then the negativity will magically, for the most part, disappear. Now, like I said, there's still going to be the diehards who are like, oh, it has to be the whole thing on the cart or I'm not buying. Despite the fact that even when you get a game that's fully on the cart, with all of these updates and all of this other things that they do, even if you technically have the full game, the launch game on the cart, if they remove access to those updates and the things that they added in all of those patches, you will have the full game on the disc, but you're going to have the pre-day one patch version. So it's not, even if you have the full game on the disc, it's still not going to, if you lose access to those downloads, it's going to lose content and it's going to not perform as well. So that's the crazy part. Even if you do have the game fully on the cart, if there's a lot of updates for the games or improvements and firmware patches and stuff like that, if you lose access to that, even if you do have the full game on the cart, you're going to have the game before all those improvements anyway. So it's still not going to be the same game, which sucks. But yeah, all Nintendo has to do is give Nintendo Switch 2 owners a guarantee. Now, I guess maybe they don't want to give possibly a guarantee because that could open things up to litigations or lawsuits and say, you told me this is guaranteed forever. Like, he's gonna have somebody like in their 80s. I bought Yakuza 6 on Switch 2 back in 2025, and you told me that it would be here forever. And on my 98th birthday, all I wanted to do was play Yakuza 6 on the Switch 2. And I can't do that anymore. Damn you, Nintendo! Yeah, I don't think so. Nintendo, you see the negativity. You see all the pushback. And this could literally be fixed with one single announcement. All you have to do is guarantee that Switch 2 owners will have access to these GameCube downloads for a very, 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 very long time, if not forever.